Glory to Srila Prabhupada. This is Neetu from Baltimore.
Hare Krishna, Neetu Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga ji jai. Thank you so much for joining on a regular basis and giving your wonderful association. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shivani Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you so much for your warm welcoming, and thank you, Jahanavi, for the very beautiful recitation.
Hare Krishna, Priti Lakshmi Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga ki jai. All goes to your services, Mataji. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to serve you. Doing better, Mataji, but you sound not well.
Oh, I'm back to being bad.
Okay, praying for your good health and speedy recovery. Welcome to the call, All Grace Services. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Shivani Mataji. Dandavata pranams to you and all the Vaishnavas here. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Sumi from Chennai, India.
Hare Krishna, Sumi Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga ki jai. Thank you so much for joining all the way from India, even though it's so late. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shivani Mataji. Dandavata pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada Sri Gurudev ki jai. Vrindavan.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga ki jai. Thank you so much for joining and giving your beautiful association today. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Once again, I welcome you all to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. I would like to start by sharing a quote by Srila Prabhupada ji. Without the mercy of Balram, nobody can appreciate Vrindavan life. Vrindavan, September 3rd, 1976. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today, we are very fortunate to have His Grace, Prahladanada Prabhuji, to enlighten us on the Sri Caitanya Bhagavata Antya khanda 2.291 towards 301. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Prahladanada Prabhuji, thank you for giving your valuable time and association this morning. Very happy to have you on the call, waiting eagerly to hear from you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga ki jai. I now hand over the call to you. Please take over whenever you're ready. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji. Danvat pranam to all who have come to our satsang this morning and giving me this service of glorifying Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his pastimes of preaching Harinam Sankirtan Yagna as a sannyasi in the Antya khanda of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat by Sripad Vrindavan Das Thakur. So I'll start with Mangalacharan, which will last for a few minutes, and some Sankirtan, and then we will start with the discourse for the second chapter. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Radha Govinda Swami Namine. Namaste Prabhupadya Devam Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvisheshunyavadi Gramya Jannistarine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Gopal Krishna Swami Namine. Prabhupadasya Sahitya Ya Prakasya Vitiryacha Prachar Krutvan Sadhu Bhavatpadayate Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasyatya Desatarine. Om Gyan Timirandhasya ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतां पदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदं सगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। भज श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासवी गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन व्रज रंजन जमुन तीरा मनचारी। हरि हरि बोल बोल हरि बोल मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल गोविंद गोविंद भजो रे गोपाल गोपाल भजो रे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य सिद्ध हृदय ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गो गोपीनाथ श्याम कुन राधा कुन गिरि गोवर्धन की जाए। श्री वृंदावन धाम की जाए, सिनौदीप धाम की जाए, गंगा माई की जाए, जमुना माई की जाए, तुलसी देवी की जाए, भक्ति देवी की जाए, संविता भक्त वृंद की जाए। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे। जयति जयति देवो देवकी नंदनौषो, जयति जयति कृष्णो वृष्णिवंश प्रदीप, जयति जयति मेघ श्यामल कोमलंगो, जयति जयति पृथ्वी वारिणासु मुकुंद, कृष्णात्वदीयपत्पङ्कज पञ्जरान्तम् अद्वैमे विशतु मानसराजहंस, प्राणप्रयाण समय कफवात पीतै कंठावरोदन विधु स्मरणं कुतस्ते। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम। So thank you very much again to all our Istagosti. I'm so thankful to Mother Priti Vilasini Mata. She always insists that I give some service. So I'm so thankful to everyone, touch everyone's feet. And to start with, I would mention that, I'm not a erudite scholar like the other great erudite scholars who come and give us very nice satsang like that. But I'll try. All right. Bhagavatam says, Tad vag visargo janata viplo. Yasmin pratisokam abaddavatya. नामान्यनन्तस्य यत्सोन्ति कान्यत् गायन्ति शृण्वन्ति गायन्ति गृह्णन्ति सदादु. So I will try to sing even if I'm not perfect in glorifying. So we are discussing the Antya Leela of Chaitanya Bhagavat by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, the son of Mother Narayani. A very nice Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Tirthamrit and Chaitanya Bhagavat are the two Amrutiradhar. Says Chaitanya Gosaira Katha Lila Amrutiradhar. Sarva Indriya Trupte. All our senses will become satisfied just by hearing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Lila. Chaitanya Gosai Lila Amrutiradhar. Sarvendra Trupti Kahe Sravane Yaha. Just by hearing Chaitanya Charitamrita, all the senses will be satisfied spiritually, not materially. So this is what we are doing every day, and I'm so grateful that I'm part of it. And I'm seeking blessing from all of Vaishnavas, Matajis and Prabhujis, so that I can speak something. Now, this Chaitanya Bhagavat, the Antya Leela or Antya Khanda, is mainly the transcendental ecstatic pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a sannyasi. So the first chapter of this Antya Leela was describing how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, accepted sannyas order. And I would like this little bit interactive, so those who are interested can participate. Why should this be interactive? Why? Bodhyanta parasparam. Right? I need to learn so many things from you, and we can learn from Srila Prabhupada's purpose, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta purpose, like that. So, the first thing is we are in this East Gosti, and along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there are other devotees who are going after taking sannyas. Sannyas was taken at which place? Anyone knows the name of the place?
Patwa.
Katava, very good. And who was the person who gave sannyas to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Sannyas Guru.
Keshava Bharati.
Was it ek dandi or three dandi?
Ekadandi.
Ek dandi. So the episode comes where Nityanand Prabhu will break that ek danda of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is so sweet. All right. So in that first chapter was again the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu after taking with this, and there was this Prabhuji along with him. They reached the Radha days. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and and then from there they reached Fulia, and from Fulia to the Santipur. This was the first chapters, stopovers where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started his journey towards Nilachal like that. At Santipur, at Advait Prabhu's house, he manifested his own glories by sitting on the throne of Vishnu like that. Vishnu, Bhagavan, throne of Vishnu like that. So all this we have seen in the first chapter. In the second chapter, Lord wants to go to Nilachal, and his travel starts from Santipur to Jagannath Puri travel. That's something like that. So there are some stops which we saw, and the day before yesterday, Mataji Archana Bhakti Mataji, she gave such a beautiful, kind of a summary of all the places like that. So I just little we can go like the first stop was which place? Anyone knows the first stop?
Atisara.
Atisar, and there was one important Brahman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had mercy on.
Anant.
Anand
Yes.
Brahman, very good. The second stop was Chhatrabhog, and that Chhatrabhog, there is a Sivling. What's the name of that Sivling?
Ambuling.
Ambuling, very good. So that Ambuling is Shankar
What
Bhagwan.
happened?
I'm sorry?
What
So,
happened?
Ambulinga Ghat, Sivling, and the mother the other day explained so nicely about how that Shankar Bhagwan has become watery, something like that, in separation from Mother Ganga, like that. Nimnaganam yatha Ganga, Vaishnavanam yatha Sambhu, Devanam achyuto yatha. Similarly, with Bhagavatam, like that. So there at Chhatrabhog Ambuling Ghat, there was one Brahman who was not a devotee like that, but he was very fortunate. What was his name? At Chhatrabhog, who arranged for the boat transport for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Ramchandra.
Ramchandra Khan, yes, Ramchandra Khan. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him, who are you? He gave a very beautiful answer. We should all give that answer. What was his answer? How did he identify himself?
Dasana Das.
Das dasanu dasosmi. That's how it is. So from there, now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is proceeding towards Orissa, Utkal, from Bangladesh, like that. And the third stop was the Prayag Ghat, that's in Orissa. And Ganga Ghat Snan, and then there is one Bhagavan Sankar's deity there, called Mahesh deity. Now, there was a mention that someone established that deity. Who was that? Anyone knows?
Maharaj.
Maharaj?
Yudhishthir.
Yudhishthir, yes, Yudhishthir, the Dharmaraj. That's right. And then there was this incident of toll collector. The toll collector let Chaitanya Mahaprabhu go, and then the others following. There were others with him. Who are these 6 people with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Nityanand Prabhu, then Gadadhar, then
Brahmananda Bharati.
Brahmanand Bharati, and
Jaganananda Pandit and
Mukund and Govind.
Govinda.
Yeah, so those were the 6 people we were following like that. Right? Then they reach, after the toll collector allowed them, they reach the Suvarnarekha river. And that is also known as, which other name is given there?
Dandabhanga.
Dandabhanga. That's where the different pastime. That's also so sweet. After that, the 5th stop was at Jaleswar Siva. And from there, the 6th stop was Vansadaha, where that Sakta Sannyasi's episode is also there. Sakta Sannyasi. So nicely discussed in previous classes. Then from there, once the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reached Ramuna Gram, Gopinath deity is there. and did such a great Sankirtan. Then he was crying, so in separation like that. After that, the eighth stop is Yajpur. Yajpur is the name of the area there. And there is a place known as Brahman Nagar, where there is a river known as Vaitarani Nadi. And footprints of Chaitanya, Sri Chaitanya is there at Adivara. All these things we have seen. After that, they have reached the Katak Nagar, Bhagavati Mahanadi, Sakshi Gopal. All these things are there like that. Okay, so we are in this second chapter. The second chapter is Mahaprabhu's journey from Nilachal with the devotees to Puri, like that. So, yesterday, Adi Gadadhar Prabhu has already covered those texts, I understand. Let's see. Okay, so we can start from text number 291. So this is a beautiful journey, we are all accompanying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu along with this six, because we are reading this katha and we are also there. How can we say that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and we are all together in this yatra? Because Bhagavan Krishna has promised Naradaji. What has he promised Naradaji? He says that I will be present there, not in Vaikuntha, not in Yoginam Hridayesuva. Tatra tisthami Narada yatra gayanti madbhakta. So every morning we collect my time at 4:20 a.m. and then again at 8 a.m. We all meet again and we are continuing this yatra, Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Bhagavat. And Bhagavan Krishna is with us all the time, because he has promised. Where my bhaktas are singing my glories, I am there. Only thing is we are conditioned. That's why we are not able to perceive. Atasi Krishna Namadina Bhavet Grahya Midre. But still, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada Mercy, we are feeling some kind of ecstasies, discussing Chaitanya Leela like that. And we are feeling transcendental pleasure in doing this Ishtagosti and discussing about his pastimes like that. Also, Bhagavan Krishna has said that when we meet together, our chitta is in Bhagavan Krishna. Mat chitta sarva durgani mat prasadat. He promises in Bhagavad Gita. Our aim is to obtain love for Lord Sri Krishna. That's our prayojan. Our sambandh, we have forgotten sambandh in our conditioned life. Our sambandh, we don't know. Gata smruti tatra vindate tapan. Rusabdev Maharaj says, 5th chapter, 5th canto. Gata smruti vindate tava asadya maithunam agaram bhagna. We all come to this material world for ahar, nidra, bhai, maithunam. So this is the reason we are not able to relish to the full extent. But we are in the process, and with the mercy of Vaishnavas, great devotees, will be able to process there. Yana Astha in Naro Rajan, 11th says, Bhakti is such a process that success is guaranteed. Despite Tyaktva Dharmam Charanam Bhujam Hare Bhajan Pakvat Pati Tadiyat. Narad Muni says that. There is no loss whatsoever. We'll all reach the destination, not falling down like that. So all this is so auspicious that we meet, and it is all mercy of, causeless mercy of Sri Prabhupada Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that we can continue like that. All right. All right. So we can start from text number 291. Prabhu na dekhiya sabe haila vikala, devalaya chahi bulen sakala. When the devotees saw the Lord was not there, they became very much confused. And they began to search for the Lord in the various temples. All of them were at that place. And the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disappeared. So yesterday, Adi Gadadhar Prabhu was explaining that when such things happen in our life, we are lost in touch with with a bhakti process, what should we do? We should go to the Guru. So Guru is our first resource. Without Guru, we cannot. So they all went to Nityanand Prabhu and they said, Na paiya kothao prabhur anveshana param chinte dhailam bhaktagana. When they could not find the Lord anywhere, they became filled with anxiety. Nityananda bale sabe sthira kara chitta janila prabhu gaya chena ya nimitta. Nityanand said, everyone calm down. I know why the Lord has left. The Lord has gone to visit so many places, so many other deities in that place which they had reached at Yajipur Brahman. That's Katak Nagar and all that will come. Okay. Then he says, Nibhrute Thakura Sab Yajipura Grama Dekhi Ben Devalaya Yata Punyasthana. The Lord wants to visit all the holy places and the temples of Yajpur alone. He doesn't want to go in company, he wants to go alone and see his experience his own ecstasies. So what should we do in meantime? So he says, Amara o sabe bhiksha kari ei thai aji thaki kali prabhu paiba ethai. We should all beg alms and stay here today. We will meet the Lord here tomorrow. Lord Nityananda is not different from Lord Chaitanya. He knows everything about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he is same as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like Krishna Balaram. So, say mata kari lena sarva bhakta gana, bhiksha kari ani sabe kari la bhojana. In this way, all the devotees went out to beg alms and they ate together. Prabhu baliya sab yajpur gram, dekhiya yatek yajpur punya sana. And the Lord wandered around Yajpur, visiting all the holy places. Sarva bhakta gana yatha achena vasiya, aradine saistane milila asiya. The next day, the Lord returned to where the devotees were waiting. The Lord is always missing his devotees. That we should always know. He doesn't like to be alone. Always wants to be with his devotees. So wherever he goes, he comes back to his devotees. And the devotees, the pure devotees, they don't miss Lord Sri Krishna even for a moment. Satatam yuktanam. Tesam satat yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dāi buddhi yogam tam yena mahupyat. And it was a ma manusmar yuddhasya. In every moment, every second, every time we have time, don't let mind go to the srotavyadini rajendra grunam santi sahasrasa. Apasyatam atmatattvam gruhesu grumedina. We are all grumedis. Our mind slips to so many material things. Srotavyadini rajendra. Hearing all nonsense gramya katha. Which is preparing our another body, material body. Krishna Katha builds our spiritual body. Right? So the more the mind goes somewhere, manas chanchalam astiram, bring it back. Right? Always remind, always make, Prabhupada uses the word, mold your life. Mold of life in such a way that it reminds you of Lord Sri Krishna and the Harinam. Like that. So this is, it can. Athe vyate bhakta gana hari hari bali uthilena sabah hayakuti hali. Immediately the devotees enthusiastically jumped up and chanted Hari Hari. So this is what it is. Yes, and you and me give 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds, speak Hare Krishna mantra. This is what I'm trying to do in my life. If I get 5, 10, 6 seconds like that, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Ram. Circumstance is molding our life in such a way that one way or the other way, it reminds you of Lord Krishna. So this is how we can obtain mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sabasaha Prabhu Yajapura Dhanya Kari Chali Lena Hari Bali Gauranga Sri Hari. After making Yajapur glorious, Lord Gauranga chanted the name Lord of Hari while departing with his devotees. So yesterday up to this, Aditya Prabhu has Adigadata Prabhu covered like that. So I would like to go a little higher. Is that okay to do that, Mata?
Sure.
Okay. So thus, the 301 text it says, Henamate Mahananda Sri Gaura Sundara Ailena Katadina Katakanagar. Now they have reached Katak. In this way, Sri Gaurasundara traveled in great ecstasy for a few days and then arrived at Kataka. Bhagavati Mahanadi Jale Kari Snana Ailena Prabhu Saksi Gopalera Sthanam. Now, this is a very sweet pastimes of Saksi Gopal. Bhagavati Mahanadi. After taking bath in the sacred Mahanadi river, the Lord went to the temple of Saksi Gopal. Sri Bhakti Siddhanta has given this purport here, that Katak is situated between the Mahanadi river and Katjudi and is the capital of Orissa. A branch of Sri Chaitanya Matha named Sri Sachidananda Matha has been established in this city. The deity of Sri Gaurasundara and Sri Vinod Ramana Jiv are regularly worshipped within their temple. From this temple, various devotional scriptures and spiritual magazines are published in Oriya language. So yesterday, Prabhuji was explaining why should we have all these details. All the details should arouse a desire. Sripad Radha Govind Swami says the whole material world and our own situation depends only on one word, and that is desire. The desire, Lord Krishna will not desire for you. Nobody will desire for you. You have to desire. Right? And that desire is the root of you remaining in the material world or going back to the spiritual sky, the service of Lord Sri Krishna. So desire. Bhagavan Krishna also told Arjuna, Ata chittam samadhanuna saknosi maistiram. If you're not able to keep your mind in me all the time, so what should you do? Abhyas yogena mam. Abhyas yogena mam tato mam ichhaptam dhananjaya. Develop the desire to obtain me. So desire, Sripad Govind always says that you have to have a desire. And the whole material world is based on aggregate desires of all of us here. Sometimes I travel from Las Vegas to Los Angeles temple by road. And there's a time I think, who built this road? Such a nice highway taking me in 4 hours to that temple. Somebody has built this temple. Why has he built this temple? I mean, this road. Why this temple, all these things? So aggregate desires. We all have material desires. The person who built this, he did not have idea of serving Lord Sri Krishna, but he built that desire. Because of desire, he built this. He developed this city. He developed these highways. And all this, Srila Prabhupada mercy, there is a beautiful temple on Vatsak Avenue, 10 West. So this is the aggregate desire. And if I have a desire to reach Lord Sri Krishna, all these arrangements have already been done. Only thing is on my part is to develop desire. So the whole gist is that you and me should develop desire. Desire to mam ichhaptum dhananjaya, to obtain me. Right? And Srila Prabhupada, Guru Parampara has given us very nice guidelines how you can do this. Bhagavan Krishna says, Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam prathite. So we need to keep machitta. Keep mind. If you are not, he says abhyas yoga. So he's given all the alternatives how you can slowly proceed like this. So this is the gist that you and me should develop these desires, the spiritual desire, to one day go and serve Mother Yasoda, mother baby child, Krishna, associate with as a sakha or as a das, or a Vatsalya or even Madhurya, whichever is your forgotten relationship. Sa eva maya tedya yoga prakta puratanam, says in Bhagavad Gita. I'm telling you this Yoga Puratam to remind you what is your real sambandh which you have forgotten. So this is the whole process. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he himself has come, anarpit charim chirat, karuna avataranu kalau, samartyam unnatu ujjvala rasam, swa bhakti sriyam. Hmm. So this is why he came back as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give us his causeless mercy. Samarpan unnat ujjwal rasa swabhakti sriyam. So if we can imbibe this little desire that, oh, someday, there is no doubt that within few years, sometime, I have to vacate this body. There is no exception to that. And where will I go? I have no plans. That's why Bhagavatam says, no uttam slok vartayam justam tat kathamrutam syat sambramant kalasan smartam tat padambujam. If we develop this desire to hear Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita every day, then there will be no confusion for you and me to remember Lord Sri Krishna at the end. And that's a success. Janmalabha param punsa ante narayana smriti. So we'll reach that. All this is thanks to Srila Prabhupada's mercy and mercy of all the devotees who have arranged this satsang gosti every day. So that's how they've reached that. Dekhi Sakshi Gopalera Lavanya Mohana Ananda Karena Prabhu Hunkara Garjana. Upon seeing the sweet enchanting form of Sakshi Gopal, the Lord roared loudly in ecstasy. The Mahanadi river flows on the northern side of Cuttack. The deity of Sakshi Gopal was in Cuttack during the time of Sriman Mahaprabhu. This deity was later transformed to a village named Sakshi Gopal. After the disappearance of Sri Mahaprabhu, this deity of Sakshi Gopal was first brought to the temple of Jagannath and later installed in a separate village. The deity has a large four-armed form. The old story of Sakshi Gopal is described in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela. I have this Chaitanya Subodhini by Gauranga Das Prabhu, and I would like to read this summary, which is so nice. The activities of Sakshi Gopal is beautiful, so I would just narrate that. Everybody should be able to enjoy it. He says the Lord Chaitanya's party saw the Vara temple at Yajpur village, and reached Cuttack and saw the Sakshi Gopal temple. Nityanand Prabhu narrated the pastime of Sakshi Gopal. What was that Sakshi Gopal? Sakshi is witness. There are 12 witnesses in all our activities. Yamaraj told Yamadutas, Ajamilakyan, 6th canto. They are all witness. Also, Lord Krishna is also witness. He is witness in our heart. So, how he is witness in this case of sweet pastimes is narrated here. What was that? The two Brahmans from Vrindavan, from Vidyanagar, went for a pilgrimage and reached Vrindavan. Now, one is an old Brahman, one is a young. They are not related. They were just going for Tirth Yatra and they met on Yatra like that. Pleased with the service of the younger Brahman, the old Brahman promised before the deity of Gopal to offer him his daughter in marriage. Previously, our marriages were arranged marriages. Arranged marriage means mother and father, they will suitably find out a boy for the girl, daughter, and the parents of the boy will find out the equitable kind of. Bhagavan Krishna also says 12th canto that, one should marry within his known circle like that, so that there will be much compatibility. Nowadays, all these things have gone to garbage. People, you are hearing so many, garbage going on right now in India. The Pramanand Prabhuji and Aniruddha Acharya, and they are also. So this is the condition. This is all because of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is progressing and bringing Strisu Dustasu Varsanaya Jayate Varnasankar. Strisu Dustasu. All this is happening because of these modern advancements, which Prabhupada calls slaughterhouse. The whole modern environment, there is no life after death. Enjoy your senses. Especially young male boys and girls. So this is the state of Kali Yuga like that. That's why Karuna Utaranu Kala. Coming back to Vidyanagar, the old Brahman revealed about his promise to his family members, who then disapproved this and even threatened him that they would take poison and die if the daughter was given to that poor Brahman. The old Brahman helplessly prayed to the Lord. So they always wanted the girl to go to a stable family, especially family financially stable. That the daughter doesn't have to suffer from from poors like that. My cousin's sister, she expired recently. When she was young, her brother, who is in New Jersey right now, he told me that his father told him that go and look for a good house. All right, don't go to a house where there is nobody, at least a doctor. That's what he said. So they found out a doctor for her, and she was married here, and like that. But that doctor was another devotee. Hmm? He did not go after money at all. He was living very simple life in some of the villages in the East Coast somewhere. Hmm? Like that. But this is how it is, that the parents want girls' house to be stable, a cultured family like that. Right? Similarly, the other side like that. But all this is now, parents have become irresponsible. All kind of things are happening, all because of this influence of material Kali Yuga and all these modern gadgets of cell phones and whatnot. So many people are exposed to such a nonsense like pornos and whatnot. So this is the Kali Yuga. The young Brahman came the next day, and the old Brahman's son threatened him with a stick. Don't come here for my sister, otherwise I'll beat you. Is what he said. The young Brahman then put this matter before the villagers, Panchayat. Pancha. So the old Brahman's son falsely accused the young Brahman, who then narrated what had happened at Vrindavan. Upon everyone's approval, it was agreed that the old Brahman would offer his daughter to the young Brahman if Gopal came to bear the witness. That's where the Saksi. Right? The young Brahman then went to Vrindavan and appealed to Lord Gopal. Gopal said that the deities do not walk. But the Brahman argued that if the deity can speak, how can he not walk? He can also walk, since he is not a statue anyway, but directly Brajendra Nandan. This is a great lesson for us. When we go to have darshan of deity, we don't think that he is a statue. No, he is life. And you and me can pray to Mother Radharani there, that please recommend me to Lord Sri Krishna, like that. Bow down flat like this. Neha Vikramanaswasti Pratyavana. One Chaitanya, Sripad Radha Govind Swami says, the baby in the womb of the mother and the mother is bowing down, the baby will also get credit. That credit is eternal. Neha Vikramanaswasti. It will not go in vain. Krishna Pranami na Punarbhava. Krishna, once who has fallen down, he will get mercy, get out of it. Like that. Okay. Speaking Gopalji agreed and traveled with him. After they reached the village, Gopal bore witness, and the old Brahman offered his daughter to the young Brahman. This is Saksi Gopal. He was coming behind this Brahman, young Brahman. Bhagavan Krishna is giving that, don't look behind. All right, go straight. If you look behind, I'll not proceed further. Then how do I know you're following? Your Jankar, your Nupur. He said, my Nupur, as long as it's there, you know that I'm coming. So they came up to the outskirts of that village. And that's where this boy didn't hear. He says, where is he? That's where he was there. And this is Saksi Gopal. He came, and then that marriage took place. After the marriage, at the request of both the Brahmanas, Gopal stayed in Vidyanagar, and a nice temple was built by the king. Later, King Purushottam Deva of Orissa conquered Vidyanagar and took Gopal to Cuttack and worshipped him with devotion along with his queen. So this was Saksi Gopal. After the narration of Saksi Gopal pastime, Lord Caitanya and the devotees were pleased, and all the devotees could see that Lord Caitanya and Saksi Gopal were the same. The next morning, they all departed for Puri. So this was a nice episode about Saksi Gopal, which is so inspiring for all of us and making us realize that Lord Krishna is with us. Right now, he is with us in the Zoom. Only thing we are conditioned souls, we are not able to perceive him. So, Atasi Krishna Namadina Bhavid Grahya means Sevan Mukhe Jivado. Swayam is Spuratyada. As long as we become pure and rise above this influence of the Maya. What is that slok? He says, Avyabhicharin Bhakti Yogena Sevate. 14.26. Avyabhichar. Mam Cheyo Avyabhicharin Bhakti Yogena Sevate. Sa Gunana Samti Tetan Brahma Bhuyai Karpate. He will rise to Brahma Bhuta stage. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatmana Sochti na Kangsa. Samas Sarvesu Bhutesu Mad Bhaktim Lavate Para. He'll get the Para Bhakti. Savai Punsam Paro Dharma Yato Bhakti Rajaksade. Ahai Tuki Apratihata. Ye Atma Suprasida. So this is a very nice episode of Chaitanya Bhagavat. We are all traveling with Chaitanya Vrindavan Das Thakur. He is taking us along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to all these places. And if we develop desire that someday I will accompany Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his Chaitanya Gosti Rases Prakara Modandu Paranam. This is the Mangalacharan prayers like that. So this is what we should try to do. I think I have taken a little earlier than finishing earlier like that. But we can discuss whatever suggestions like that and some more insight from erudite scholars. Mataji is here. So thank you very much again.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances, Prahladanada Prabhuji. Thank you so much for a very beautiful class. Thank you for always starting your class with the beautiful Mangalacharan. Really love that. And thank you for the beautiful recap and the beautiful interaction as well. I really liked when, as you mentioned, we are here, when we hear Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, just by listening, Mahaprabhu's pastimes, all our senses are satisfied. Haribol.
Very well.
And as you mentioned, everywhere, every time we meet together just to listen to the Lord, our chit is in the Lord. I mean, for that duration of time, we're all listening, all thinking of our Lord Krishna, which is so important in this material world. And I speak for myself, being such a conditioned soul in this bodily platform. So please, I pray to you, like, please pray for me and give your blessings, Prabhuji, that I can perform my sadhana better and utilize the time I'm given by Lord Krishna wisely, than not, instead of wasting it. My humble request to you. Um, you also spoke about how we should be imbibing to have a spiritual desire. So when we leave this material body, and that's like as you mentioned, it's a fact. We all think, oh, some so and so died, or so and so family member passed away, but we forget that we're in the same line. It's just matter of time, matter of that day that's coming close day by day. That we can leave this body and get out the entanglement of the death and birth cycle and go back to Godhead. Thank you for a very beautiful class. Thank you for the beautiful quotes. Very, very grateful to you. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We open the forum. If you have any questions or realizations, please go ahead and share.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, all the way to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you for a very sweet, sweet class. What point that really stuck out for me, which I really loved, was when you said, we just have to have the desire that everything is prepared for us. So that was like such a motivating thing, because you're right, everything is prepared, the stage is set. Srila Prabhupada has given us everything. He's given us devotees, he's given us books, he's given us temples, and he's also given us opportunities, and we just have to choose. And it's so, I don't say interesting, or also kind of sad that it takes us so long to make that choice. So thank you for the reminder to make the right choices. We're always telling our kids, make the right choice, make the right choice. We need to tell this to ourselves, make the right choice.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mata. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna, Prahladananda Prabhu. Thank you so much. Such a beautiful, short, concise, crisp class. Thank you for revising all the chapters, and very nicely we were also able to mentally travel with Mahaprabhu in that journey. Thank you for giving us that opportunity and also covering the verses and going on to the story of Sakshi Gopal. It was so nice to hear from you, Prabhu. Thank you so much for your valuable time. And I love the realizations. Already Shivani Mataji and Panishwari Mataji have spoken. Very, very sweet realizations, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mohan Krishna is so attractive that anyone can always get attracted to him. I heard that was one gopi. She was married in Vrindavan. I don't know how authentic, but there is a slok like that. She came and she had not seen Krishna. She just got married like that, and her sasu said that go and fetch water. Go to Kesi Ghat and very well. So she was shown the place like that. So when she is going alone like that with matka and like that, many years back, many years when I was around 6 years or so, my mother used to go to well to bring water like that. In a small village we were living. My mother was born in Dakurda and was married to another town next, Umresh. That's where I grew up. So my mother used to go like that, fetching water. And similarly, like this gopi was going like that. She met another gopi on the way. Oh, you are new here? Yes, okay. And where are you going? "Oh, I'm going to get water like that. Okay. Then she says, hey, are you newly married? Yes. How is your husband and other? You love them? Yes, yeah, I love them. They are so nice like that. I've got so nice family. Then she says, then don't go to get water from Kesi Ghat. Why? Anyone knows that slok? Very beautiful, say Chaitanya Chaitamrit. Smeram bhangitra parijitam sachi vistir drasti. Smeram. They are smiling. Smeram bhangitra. He is in threefold form. Smeram bhangitra sachi vistir. His sidelong glances. Vansin Yastadaram Ujvalam Chandrakena. His lips are like budding, blossoming kalis. And there is a flute on that. Who is this? She is wondering, the new gopi. Vansin Yastadaram Ujvalam Chandrakena. Govindakyam Haritanim Ita Kesopita Tirthakante. That Kesi Ghat, there is a boy standing. Don't go there. Why? Yes. Case of the Ma Praksisva Adyadi Saki Bandhu Sakya Stiranga. If you are attached to all your family members, don't go and see him. Why? Because then you will forget about them and will fall in love with him. So this is our understanding that we should fall in love with Lord Sri Krishna. Then all this material attachment, which one day are going to be cut off for sure. Howsoever you love your spouse, your children, whoever, you have to breathe last. And that's the end of all it. Right? Why not prepare for it? That antakale chamameva smaran bhuktva kalevaram. So if you are going to do this, developing some little love for Lord Sri Krishna, it will fructify and Lord Krishna will pull us there like that. That's a beautiful picture of Lord Sri Krishna playing flute. That reminded me of these pastimes. So that's what I would
Haribol.
Very beautiful say. Chaitanya Charitamrita is in the Adi Lila 5.22 to 224. That's where this beautiful slok is there. Very good.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Mata, Haribol.
Bhagavad Krishna Prabhupada, very nice class, Prabhuji. Thank you. And this last verse that you quoted was really so beautiful.
So beautiful, yes. It's beautiful. Bhagavan Krishna is beautiful. Madhuram, Madhuram. Everything is about Madhuram.
Madhura, Madhura, Madhura. Everything is Madhuram about Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. The class was really very nice. Just one thing I would like to know about more of your realization when you were saying that we have to mold our life in such a way that we always remember Krishna. So can you throw some light on this and say something more?
Yeah, when I came to US, I had plans to go to medical practice and I passed my exams and everything. Somehow it didn't work and I had to work with the research department for Merck. I was working, like that. And I thought, I came here to practice like this and what happened like this? Then I was frustrated this, that I was telling my wife, children that I have to go back, I have to go back to Africa, like I said, no. And my wife started crying this, that. She said, no, we don't have to go back now, like this, that. So I said, okay, whatever. Bhagavan Krishna has arranged for me, like that. Then when I was working, the job was not kind of, very difficult like that. So I used to hear Bhagavatam every day. They were allowing us to hear Bhagavatam when you were working like that. I have heard this Prabhuji, Amal Bhaktadas Prabhuji, whom I met in Los Angeles some years back. His narrations are in English. And they are all the slokas nicely as given with background music and everything. Very beautiful, actually. So I used to hear that so many times. No more than 10, 15, 20 times I have heard the whole Bhagavatam from you like that. And then again I got to this Gaur Krishna Das Prabhuji, whom I had met in Vrindavan one time when I was visiting Sripada Radha Govinda Swami. He was his disciple. Gaur Krishna Das Prabhuji. Yeah, I met just once like that. And he spoke some words to me. Lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi. I adored him so much. And now he has given such a nice discourses in Hindi. All right, all the nice, and he has touched all 335 chapters, key slokas. All right, and synthesized so nicely. So I also hear him like that. So all
Do you
this,
have a playlist of Maharaj?
I'm sorry.
Do you have the playlist of Maharaj, Gaur Krishna Prabhu?
It is on YouTube, Mata.
Gaur Krishna Prabhu, right?
Gaur Krishna Das, yes.
Gaur Krishna Das, okay.
Yes, yeah, he expired sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Like I heard about him. I heard one of his lecture, but I don't know that he has done and the entire Srimad Bhagavatam.
Oh yes, he has in Hindi. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And I encourage, I tell all of my satsangis here to hear one lecture from either of these two every day. That's a great satsang. Because Sripad Radha Govind Swami is master in Sanskrit. Right? And all the commentaries he has so nicely studied, and he's giving you the gist, the practical gist, that how you can apply this like that. So that's a so beautiful way of presenting Bhagavatam in our context like that. So these two sources are so good for me. Like so, slowly, because of this arrangement, Lord Krishna brought me to like that. Now I'm retired. I have made in such a way that everywhere, my rooms, house rooms, everything, all with Lord Krishna's reminders. All right. And I have made a rule that if I go upstairs, I have to speak Hare Krishna mantra 3 times upstairs when coming out 3 times like that. Such kind of rules I have made. And another rule I had made when I got initiated back in Africa, that when I'm driving, I'm speaking Hare Krishna mantra, nobody should talk in the car. Everybody has to keep mum and hear. My children were very young. They were born there only. So that's how, molding life slowly like that, you keep in touch with Lord Sri Krishna, his slokas. Every day, while taking shower, I have to speak all 28 slokas of Brahma Samhita. Mold a life. Right? Or shaving, I know what I have to speak, what sloka I have to speak like. So this kind of molding, this I'm just giving you example like that.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's how, we can condition our mind so that, it doesn't go to this Gramya Katha all the time. Gramya Katha you and me cannot escape. But Rusabdev Maharaj says, Ye va mai se kruta saurudartha jane sudeham bharvartikesu. Gruheshu jaya jarati matsu na priti yukta yavadarthasya loke. As much as needed, that's all. Not much. You have to do this, yeah, okay. Make these payments, then come back to Krishna Katha. So this is what I have learned from Prabhupada Maharaj's teachings and satsang and all that like that. So that's how we should do. But the best to do is to distribute books. Since 1999, 97, I came to Las Vegas. Up to now, we have distributed so many books to all the people, anywhere, everywhere. I go to another Sanatan temple here in Summerlin. Give out books every week. I tell those panditjis that, distribute these books for me. So they do it. Small books, Prabhupada books, perfect question, perfect answer, like that. So that's how little we can help in Prabhupada mission. So, Prahladanada said what? Evam janam nipatitam prabhavai kupe. Kama bhikama manuya papapatem prasangat. Krutvatmasat sur rusini bhagwan gruhita soham katham no viseta bhrutya seva. I cannot forget Narad Muni, he says. That's my first duty. So our first duty is Prabhupada or Guru Maharaj. Right? Without him, you cannot reach Lord Sri Krishna. You cannot reach Radharani. Right? So this is how we should be. Whatever little we can do. Radha Govind Swami says, the sun is setting in the west. The sun is telling, who can now take my place and illuminate the darkness? Nobody came front. Then a small ghee lamp came and he says, Maharaj, you are so great. I cannot equal you, but I'll illuminate some small altar in a Vaishnava house. This is Rabindranath Tagore's Kavita. Radha Govind Swami quotes many a time. He says that we should become small lamp. You and me cannot become Prabhupada. That's fine. But Prabhupada will appreciate if you become a small. See, the Adi Gadadhar Prabhu also said, blossom where you are. Like that he was talking the other day. So there's little light to other friends, families like that. I have some new acquaintances come to me. We meet like that in temple, this, that. And then you say, oh, give me your phone number, this, that. I said, okay, I give you phone number, but not Gramya Katha. Don't ask me about other things. If you have to ask me or text me, only about Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, some Krishna Katha, not other Kathas. I tell them to start with. So then, you don't waste time. Otherwise, kaise hai, kya hua, wahan par. All this is garbage. न चित्रप्रदम हरे यशो जगत प्रवृत्तम प्रगुणित करहिचित तद्वायसम तीर्थ उसंति मानसा न यत्र निरमते हंसा usiksa. So that's how it is. Slowly we'll detach from all these Gramya Kathas, And okay, I took taken time. I'm so sorry.
No, but it's very inspiring, Prabhu. Very, very inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing all this.
Very well, Mata.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your association, Prabhu.
Very well, Mata.
Thank you, Kirtira Sundari Mataji, for asking that question. And thank you so much for answering so beautifully. And Prabhuji, very, very grateful to you. Hare Krishna, go ahead, Mataji.
Sorry, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranams, always Shishi Guru Gashida Prabhupada. Very, very inspiring techniques of how you're trying to incorporate Krishna consciousness in every activity. Prabhuji, it's very inspiring. I just have one question. So, did you find yourself isolated at some points, like people going away from you who did not like what you were doing, or because like you said, you try to do some things when you go on a road trip or when you go to India. So did you find that some people stop talking to you, or like distancing themselves from you like that? I mean, how do you handle that?
See, when we graduated, I graduated in 1997, Baroda Medical School. We are class of 120. Out of 120, 80 are in US right now. How many? Right? And from my school, where I studied, Alembic School, there are so many friends here in UK like that. Right? So all these friends, they have come to know me that this man, to talk to him is waste of time for them.
Okay.
I have a friend, some 3-4 friends we met. There's a place called Fontana from here, Vegas, in California here. So they invited me the other day, just few months back. So they are cardiologists and orthopedic surgeons and all that. They came to some occasion there. So we were all meeting there. So meeting there like that. So they were all talking all this Gramya Katha. And, I went to Australia, I went to Switzerland, is there like that. And in the house, there are bottles also, liquor bottles, this, that, all this.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm just not taking anything here, just little fruits. Like so, me, my wife, and my son were there.
I'm
Then,
surprised you went, Prabhuji.
I'm sorry.
I'm surprised you went to
No, I
the
had to
event.
go for one purpose. What was that purpose? To give them books.
Yeah.
Give books of Srila Prabhupada.
I gave them books to all of them. I said, read this and then flip trick. There's a cardiologist, very good. He was a gold medalist also in our place. His name was Buddha Dev, he says, fine, like that. He's a cardiologist in New York. So I said, and he says he's also 72 around my age, like that. And he says, that I have no interest other than teaching and doing research and like that. So his wife was also there. She was our classmate. So she said that, he's always busy in doing like that. I said, have you thought about who you are? Read this book of Prabhu's Science of Self-Realization. So, okay, I will read. I said, no, you read it when you let me know whether you read. It never applied to me. But this is what it is. Our duty is to see that somebody is in touch with little book of Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada says, what you can preach in 2-3 minutes, you cannot. But if you give him the book, some way, somebody will read it. And then you have done great job. Nacha tasman manusya kaschin me priyakrutam. Bhagavan Krishna says that. Rahasyam. Yeah. So that's how we can inspire others. And Bhagavan Krishna is most pleased with you. He says so. That who is going to preach the glories of bhakti to others like that. So that's how they, and I, personally, I thank those who do not want to talk to me.
Yeah, I get that, Prabhuji. That's a great strategy. Just hand them a book instead of trying to explain a philosophy, because they can be averse to listening to, a friend like that or something. But at least the book, you don't have to do much talking. And
Right.
one way or other, at least I hope they open a page and, the
Right.
job is done. So Prabhupada takes care.
That's what it is. Yes. So if someone doesn't want to talk to me, I thank him very nicely. I say,
Yeah. Yeah. Because I tried, joining my my postgrad group, like the friends group, and we started discussing philosophy, and it went south, so to speak, and it was not a great experience. And I just thought maybe they're not ready for it, but I see that, just giving a book may just do the trick rather than, talking philosophy to friends.
Yeah, that's how it is. In every transaction, there is a third person. Right? In anyone you meet this, that, there is a third person. Who is that? This Paramatma. In your heart and in his heart. Yeah. So you do your work, and then Paramatma will take over whatever his desire and whatever like that. So we have to restrict ourselves to our duty. As much as you and me can be our duty, our job is done. Right? The result is na karmanyavadikare se mafale. Fal is in their hand like that. So that's how we should take like that. As soon as you meet a devotee, that's a great fortune. Right? As soon as you meet a common man, Prabhupada says, the greatest enemy of a devotee is a common man on the street. He has no idea. He has no idea that who am I? Parabhavastavad abudh jato yavan jigyasat atmatattvam. Parusabdeva says. They're all ignorant. That another one is what that? Swavidvara ushta kare. They are all moving like the Manushya Rupena Mrugas Charanti. So we should not look down upon others. We should have compassion, which you and me do. What compassion do we have? But we can pass on that compassion of Srila Prabhupada. So that's how we can do our life. And that will give us some very nice kind of peace in our heart. We feel good about it, that this way of like that. All right. Very nice.
Yeah, so nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dhanavad Mata.
Thank you so much, Sukhsagre Mataji, for sharing your realization, asking question. And thank you, Prahladanada Prabhuji, for beautiful answer. Like Prabhupada said, I will never die. I live through my books. And he emphasizes that book distribution, book distribution, book distribution.
Yeah,
That is the main thing.
that's
So
right.
thank you so much for sharing your experience as well. Very, very grateful to you. Once again, I would like to thank you for your valuable time and association this morning for a very beautiful class and looking forward to more wonderful classes in the near future from by you. Very, very grateful to you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. I would like to pay my obeisances to His Grace, Prahladanada Prabhuji, and all the assembled devotees. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuevacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavyo namo namah. Ananta koti vaishnavrind ki jai.
Jai.
Jai Prabhupada
Prabhupada
ki
ki
jai.
jai.
Vrindavan Thakur ji
Jai.
ki jai. His Grace,
Jai.
Prahladanada Prabhuji ki jai.
Jai. Hare Krishna
Yay.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna
Prabhuji. Hare
Prabhuji. Thank
Krishna.
you.
Hare Bol Prabhu, Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna.